Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jessie.
And welcome to our show.
Nameless.
We're back. How was that?
And this is episode 15, in case we haven't already said that.
Yeah, I don't know what we already
We're not
said.
sure.
Maybe we did.
Maybe not.
And here we are.
Yeah, and every week we are getting better.
A little better.
More
Yeah.
better. More
Oh.
better. I'm stoned. She made me smoke a lot of weed before we started this episode.
I want more.
And it's hot. It's hot, too.
It's super hot. We wanted to turn off the fan. I couldn't get myself to do it all the way. If you hear it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so I bought an air conditioning today for the window, and
I can't.
we're gonna
install
get it. We're gonna get it installed probably tomorrow. So
I used to be able to. I would fucking He-Man the shit out of that and do it all by myself. But
me too, but
if
we'll get to that later because we will get to the "we're old" segment.
Okay, yeah, fine.
That'll go right with it. Like it's
Fine.
just,
We went to Bayfest.
we went to Bayfest, and
It was the first festival back in California.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it was. And Allison Lynch flew out here from Arizona. She stayed at my house for Friday night. I picked her up from the airport on Friday. I am driving right now to go get Allison from the airport here in Orange County, and she's going to be going to Bayfest with me, so I'm super excited to host her this weekend, and I'm really excited to go pick her up, so I'm about to get lynched. And then her and I went out to the beach. We had lunch on Friday, and then on Saturday morning, you met us there at my house. And you again rolled joints for us.
I did.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you guys super excited?
Yes.
Why? What's today?
It's a dirty day.
Thank you to Jessie.
Hey,
I just stuffed a whole bunch of weed. Like I bought like a bunch of weed and the jars and then just poured it all in the bag and then just rolled it and just put it under my boobs. And then
I can't do that.
So, but like I didn't have anything to smoke it out of except for what you had rolled, you know, and so we had that. And so today is July 10th, and it is Dirty Heads Day again, and we are getting ready. We're in the car.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, I was trying to get you. Let's go.
So I had general admission.
Oh yeah.
And they all had VIP, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'll meet you guys in there. I literally did not care, and they were like, no. So, Allison upgraded me, and thank you very much. You're the shit.
That was really, really awesome.
That was fucking cool. And so I got to party with them. There was no line. We walked right in, grabbed a table in the shade, and it was like we had this amazing chill hangout spot right there the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And we were at Bayfest.
Dude, it was really awesome. Like when we first got there, we walked around, and it was a really cool setup. They They had everything set up pretty cool. There was these like fountains that people are allowed to go into,
Yeah.
and
We're gonna talk about that.
we'll talk about that too. So yeah, so there's fountains that people can go into, and then they kind of had it separated. There was a VIP area where the stage, where the stage was, the VIP actually wrapped around kind of like in the pit area, and it wrapped around the entire front of the stage. So we were all able to get to the very, very front. It was a cool setup. I liked walking around before everybody got there. It was really neat. And then
it was wonderful to enjoy all of the bands in the beginning.
So we are here at Bayfest, and we've been here for hours.
Yes. A little sunburn.
Yeah, we're very tired. It was so hot for a while. It started to cool down now that the sun's going down a little bit. We found us a good spot here. The stage is right there. It's not too bad. We can go through the VIP. We can get to the front of the stage if you want to, which we want to. And so, are you having fun?
Yeah, I am. It's been a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Kbong. We saw Denm, Kbong. Something with the A that I forgot. I can't remember.
Unfortunate Youth, yeah. And it's been a super day. It's been a super day. We've met so many people. We have so many great talks and everything. Just finally getting. I mean, I feel like we've met a lot of people today.
A ton of people.
Yeah.
A ton of people.
So many people. It's been a great day.
Yeah, a ton of people, and it's been fun. It's been wonderful. We saw Luke.
We did see Luke.
And Alex, both of them of Gentle Giant.
Well, Anthony is fucking amazing. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
You should thank me.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Well,
And we don't know what else.
no, we'll be back. You know that. Do that every time.
Cheers. Be longer.
I believe that they said something about
It was 12 to
like
13,000.
16. Oh, really? I thought it was like 16,000 people, but that could be right too. 12,000 even is a lot of people
It's
in a
so-
park.
There's so many people.
We watched Denm play. Right?
Yes,
He was the
Denm.
first one that was on.
Denm was first. Denm's always amazing. We've seen him 3 times now, and a little bit. I'm kind of pissed that we haven't gotten to see Denm at nighttime with like all the lights.
Yeah,
and the drama.
I think he's gonna be super awesome to see at night.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him at night. Yeah.
I don't care what day it is, 'cause every day is glorious. If it's raining or shining, it's all just a state of mind. She left and didn't even know. I guess I learned my lesson. I labor in reflection. Usually I be stressing. This time I get the message. I take this one as a blessing. When you talk about your problems, I default to wanna fix it. It's probably best to hug you and just shut my mouth and listen. Maybe all you wanted was to tell me about your day. It wasn't till the morning when I knew what I should say. You don't have to be happy to make me happy. Just always keep it real, tell me how you feel, we'll be fine. You don't have to be happy, but I can live with that. Oh, I don't wanna give it back. Thoughts clouded, all stuck in my mind. And then she told me, boy, you tripping, though you one of a kind. Doing 100 on the speedway, so I don't see no sign. Can't let them trip me out this speedway.
To that, we were still.
I was so tired.
We were fucking watching Dirty Heads.
We were there, and we got there at. We got there at what? 1 o'clock. We were there at 1 o'clock. It was hot. It was very, very hot.
Because there was a ton of people.
Yeah.
But what was cool about a ton of people was we got to see a ton of people.
Yeah.
We got to see a ton of Bunker People,
Dirty
people.
Sisters, Wileys. It was just like It was like a whole nother meetup. It was just amazing to see everybody and meet a lot of people that, again, that we've been talking to on the internet that we haven't gotten to meet in person.
Yes.
Then there was also people that were at Red Rocks that we got to re-see, or people
I got to see Brian.
that so she did get to see Brian, so that was good. She was really happy about that.
We got Brian! We got our redo. Bye-bye. Hell yeah. In the morning, we went out before we went to Bayfest. We went to eat. We walked right past them.
We were looking for them too.
We
and
were
walked past them.
actively looking for them at the place where they were sitting. And we walked right past them. I was like...
We're going to blame that on Allison. It's Allison's fault.
And she's gonna run the weed.
Contact high.
Yes. And so she was, I mean, we were already there. We were there and looking around, and they had a sign, and we just didn't see. But, so we
It
were
was
like,
a good sign.
we were like one place down at the outdoor tables. So we were near you guys, and they're in Wiley Spirit. But we found them all inside, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
So we said hello to everybody. It was fun walking around and having people like yell out, hey, and getting to like meet them and say hello. That was fun. It was kind of weird because I'm like, what? But then this time I was ready for it and I knew, and I was like, hey.
This time it was a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Or a little bit different to hear it here. It's like, okay, I kind of like expected it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I kind of knew like there was going to be a lot of people there. So, and you know who was there is Luke, who works on the Feeling Good with Duddy project, and or whatever they call it. Project. It's a project. That was really cool because I feel like I've become good friends with him on, you know, the internet, then not, you know, to actually finally meet somebody who is your friend. Then,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was cool to hang out for a little bit.
A lot of people got to meet Luke.
Yeah.
Like Allison got to meet Luke.
Well, I got to meet Ruben. Like, I know I met Ruben
cool.
at Red Rocks, but like we spent a little bit more time just like, hey, it's this time. And my husband got to meet him, and that was really super cool. Allison got to meet him, and it was really neat to get pictures and stuff.
Yeah, so thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he watches this, but he's super sweet, and that was fucking cool as
He
shit.
is. Oh my God, he's very sweet. I don't know if he wants people to know that.
Oh,
but,
no,
but
he's not.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know much either, so I could be wrong.
I don't know.
So yeah,
But that was a cool moment. That was awesome.
Kbong was super cool. So you're not supposed to, I guess you're not allowed to take your vapes or anything in there. And
yeah, I don't know that law or rule.
I don't know what the deal is with it, but you're not. And so I brought mine in. But so I was obviously trying. I didn't know, okay? I mean, I just brought it, and no, I really, honestly, my bag didn't really get searched very much. So, anyway, so
there wasn't much effort.
Yeah, and that's fine. I was very okay with that. I had no problem with it at all. But yeah, so I hit it while Kbong was on, and like I said, VIP was able to get up very close to the stage. And so, as I was blowing it out, he's up there on stage, like literally in like middle of song, and he's like, "Oh, you got it in."
It was a good moment.
And it was such a great moment. I was so excited. I was like, he saw me. He talked to me while he was singing, and I'm like doing that like to the people right around me, and all of a sudden, I get hit in the head with one of those huge big balls that they were hitting out there.
It's all about good. You can
those things.
But I don't like them. They actually are very annoying, especially because, like, there's people out there that are very rude, and they're not just, like, bebopping it up to, like, get it to somebody else to do. They're intentionally, like, slamming it so that it will hit somebody.
I saw a few people, they're
It's
very,
like, why?
very stereotypical looking white dudes with, like, the cargo shorts and the collars. Whatever the fuck, like, my dad's a lawyer type people, and they're fucking volleyball serving the fucking giant beach balls onto people.
Right.
And that shit makes me mad. Like, that brings out the asshole in me. When I see people being assholes, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna make you be sorry.
Right, and...
But I'm small and I can't do that.
But, like, even, like, the show itself, like, there were people there that just, like, didn't belong at a Dirty Head show.
Or a Kbong
Or a Kbong show. Or a freaking Sublime with Rome show. Like, Denm show. Like, they just shouldn't have been there at all. but so they were, and so, like, you know.
So I hated the beach balls, but there was a giant joint that got passed around, and that was cool and
that was cool.
Non-violent. Like, the beach balls, one thing that is messed up, like, those festivals are expensive. If you buy a drink, everybody's hot and thirsty and dehydrated, and you have a cup of water, and some asshole fucking slams a ball onto you. People are losing their glasses, shit's breaking, you're spilling $20 of water on the grass. Like, what the fuck?
Speaking of something spilling on people and the grass, you know how Duddy on his podcast was saying that.
So I'm feeling good with Duddy.
Yeah.
The last episode, was it Patreon or regular?
It was a Patreon episode, so you gotta go onto Patreon and listen.
Yes.
Because he talks about a very funny story.
From Bayfest.
From Bayfest, because he could see it out of his tour bus while he was in the back of the tour bus practicing.
And it was a bunch of bros, and one of them puked all over a bunch of people.
Like, shoot! Like, over people.
And so they had to turn around and, like, discover that what was spilt onto them was not a spill, it was a puke.
Yeah. And so the question was, did they go home? Did they have to go home?
So I asked on the Feeling Good with Duddy FGWD bunker page, Duddy had said, you have to go home after that, right? Especially it's the first festival back after, like, the whole year and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and, like, we were there. We saw
Remember
all the people.
we said earlier that there were, like, fountains that people could, like, go inside of.
And play and have fun with beach balls.
So, oh, yeah.
Or the poll was, did they go home or did they go and wash the fuck off in the fountain? And
I mean, if it was me, I would just go wash off in the fountain.
yeah.
Yeah. Because it was hot. It was so hot outside. You could have washed off in the fountain very easily and just dried off very quickly.
Bake out of your hair.
Yeah. You're all the only person in there going under this, like, 2 feet of water.
Yeah. You can buy merch, whatever.
Yeah.
But still, dang, how terrible. There was a lot of weird things at this festival that it was going from Red Rocks to Bayfest was very much like a culture shock, and it is not the same, which brings up another Feeling Good with Daddy question that was asked recently was, does he prefer 21 and over shows or all age shows? And he said all ages, and hardcore Hands down, I agree. Bayfest was 21 and over, and people were there just to get fucked up.
Yeah.
They did not care about the music. They didn't fucking care. And I care so much, and I missed the day of Red Rocks, and I wanted a redo.
Yeah.
And Bayfest is not a Red Rocks redo, and it's its own different thing.
Yeah. Well, because Bayfest, I also agree. I believe that people went there because it was a festival in San Diego by the bay. Like,
Music
why
all
not
day.
go? There's music, there's drinking, there's, man, they had all kinds of cool stuff. They had vendors, they had food, they had everything.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a place where a lot of people, I think, that were there, I mean, obviously probably loved the music. I'm not saying they weren't, like, nobody was there that loved it. But there was a lot of people there that just, they weren't there for the right reasons, and so it did run a lot of our times, you know. Jessie has some stories
I was mad.
that like.
So, okay. So one, we've discussed our job titles. During Sublime with Rome, I happened to encounter an internet influencer, and I was fucking pissed.
Ooh.
Which I was having so much fun all day, so like I don't want my stories to sound like I had a bad time, because I literally had so much fun. I was running around by myself the whole time, just saying hello to people, fucking yelling, and
Just
it was
doing
wonderful.
whatever, yeah.
Yes, it was great. It was a great time. But it was Sublime with Rome, and we're right up, like I'm like one or two people behind the rail.
It's on the paper, it's on the wall. The National Guard, smoke from all around. San Diego, where we at?
So
You look fucking beautiful.
that was fun. Jessie's all the way up there. She's so lucky. I couldn't make it up there, but Jessie's got some shit. She's gonna have some awesome video.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see it.
I'm super short, and this tall, gorgeous girl comes and stands right in front of me, and I'm like, ooh, it takes a lot to get here. What are you doing? And then she pulls out her phone and starts fucking texting and pulling up apps, and I'm like, this bitch just tried to push me back off of watching Sublime so she could text people? Are you fucking kidding me? So then another girl comes up, and I'm like, okay, maybe she just texts her friend, because I'm like, that's fair. You could do that.
Fair.
Call your friend
Here
up
I'm up here.
to record her dancing. And I was just like, get the fuck out of my way. Move. And, like, apparently they could see my bitch face in their videos because her friend's like, and they, like, she was polite about it. I mean, they were kind, you know, but I was just so mad. I'm like, you came up here just to make this video, though.
Yeah.
Ah, get out of my way.
Like,
Be
we're really
behind
there
me.
because we love this music.
Yes.
And, like, we missed it, and we want to be there, and we want you to, like,
Shut up and
go
move.
away. Okay, if you're not there for the music, like, go in the back. So that
Yes.
the people that are there for the music can handle it.
Don't get so crazy. This shit gets sometimes amazed, but I'm lazy. I wanna get down with you, fuck a couple rounds with you. And everything that we do, this into me, baby. 'Cause every time I talk to you, you better listen. It's really that you hold me to the things I done let you out. And way that you're so. So you gotta know now. Every time I talk to you, you better listen. So you gotta love, you better trust, you better have some goddamn fun.
So that one,
It
it
probably
was like,
happened to
I
her
didn't
first.
say anything, but I think just my shitty face was in the background of her dancing because I'm like, could you move? Like, I literally can't see over you. She was, like I said, she was beautiful. I'm like, cool, you want me to stare at you? I will, but fuck, could you get out of my way?
Yeah.
Eric Wilson is
I
in
could
front
look
of
at
me.
you through my peripheral.
Yeah, and then they moved, and which I appreciated.
Yeah.
But then, like, I was, like, trying to post things on Instagram, and I'm like, I see her face, I'm like, oh, fuck. So I didn't realize she was an internet influencer, but what she didn't know is that I am an internet bad influencer.
Yeah.
So if I did have my bitch face, sorry, it's just true to character, same. But I was nice, I didn't say anything mean, I just was, like, annoyed, like, what are you doing? Intentional for, like, useful purposes for them, which is fine, and like I said, like, I didn't try to mess it up or be a bitch or anything.
You're all in the
Yeah,
background.
I didn't even do that, which I could have easily.
You're all the whole time.
I just kind of was like, please stop. I haven't felt good very long. Get out of my way. Just let me watch.
At a show like this versus Red Rocks, you were closer together to people. So, like, you were touching people and people were touching you.
Yeah, Red Rocks, you had a space.
You definitely had a lot of space at Red Rocks. Like, people knew, like, this is my spot. I have my seat. I have my little front, you know.
And
like,
people were respectful.
Yeah.
Nobody touched your stuff. Everyone watched
Right.
out for each other and
Right.
their neighbors. It was cool.
Here it was different. It was like
People were hurting each other on purpose.
Yeah, there was like fights. I mean, you kind of felt like you had to watch your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't just leave your. I mean,
California's different.
California's different for sure.
Festivals are
And
back.
we should be used to this because we've been in California all this time. Maybe before the last year happened, I was more open and happy to go to a 21 and older concert.
Yeah.
Just because, like, then the kids weren't there or whatever. But I do notice a huge difference. The difference is that people just are out of control at these 21 and over parties.
Brian, Youthy, and T-Bird both said that the Duddy side of the stage, where Duddy is standing, the crowd is usually more calm.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that rule or whatever, rule of thumb. And I was on the Jared side. It was violent as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah. Because I made my way from. So at the beginning of the show, or between Sublime with Rome and Dirty Heads, we were up there.
got some friends over there at a tour bus who would love to hear you guys scream. Can y'all make some noise for the fucking Dirty Heads? No, I'm afraid that's not gonna do it, man. Duddy B's way too stoned in that back lounge. You're gonna have to do it a little bit louder than that. Make some noise for the fucking Dirty Heads, y'all! Those are our brothers, man, so it's a fucking absolute pleasure every time we get to share the stage with those boys, for sure. This song's called Blackout. It's about being inside your head way too much. Yeah. I wanna nice, feel so nice. Something in a photo. Right now. Let's do this right. So dance on the moonlight, still shining. Where I'ma let go, yeah. Where I'ma let go. Everyone's using me. Maybe there's something right. I've been on something since last month, but I don't feel right. Maybe I'm dying to see. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I've been on something since last month, but I feel it just fine. It's me against myself. It's me against myself. I'm starting to black out. Got me staring at the stars. Running from myself. I'm running from myself. I'm starting to black out. Got me staring at the stars. Yeah. I don't wanna keep running.
And I was up there and I was like, I'm gonna go back. I'll be back with my husband. I have to
Which
go.
ties into something. So Melissa was back and forth.
Yeah. So when I left, I wasn't really feeling good. Like my stomach was kind of nauseated. It was really hot out. There was a lot going on. I had a lot of people with me. So I was trying to be
Balance
kind of
all that.
everywhere and balance everything so that I was giving enough time to everybody that I was with. And
Not me,
and
I was like,
she's like, oh, I'm going to go over there. I'm like, well, you can go by yourself, right? Because
I'm all, yeah, I was just
that was
telling
another
you.
one I couldn't, I just, and it's not like I had to do anything. It was just like, I wanted to be there for everybody that I was with. Like I wanted to spend equal time with everybody because it was like so amazing, and I just had all of these people that I love around me. So that it was very like just making sure that because I also wanted to go run around too. So
But so speaking of running around,
Yeah.
we were there for Sublime,
anyways, yeah.
and then she went back. But then for Dirty Heads, I kind of held my spot, and then I took the chance and I moved in. And I found Donna and Shannon.
Yeah.
And at one point they had Donna like behind a rail, and I don't know, that place was a mess. That place wasn't a mess.
Yeah, no, there was no reason for Donna to be behind that
they
rail.
had wheelchairs in the middle of the grass, and it was just like, what is happening? But so by the end of the night, my whole point was, by the end of the night, Donna was where she should have been, and I was like, oh, I know them, I'm gonna go over there. And because Melissa wasn't with me, my ex David was there, he wasn't with me. I had Allison Lynch, and I'm like, we're going over here, let's go.
Yeah.
We found them, we posted up, and we're like, okay, cool. And she's like, I'll find you, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's where we were.
So then I come and I'm trying to find Jessie and
I'm
Allison
small.
and everybody so that I can get back to the spot. And there is, and it's not even a big spot, like it's not even a big area, but like to get through it, there's so many people like piled into this little area that like you're literally squeezing like through people like this.
You're touching.
Well, like I get to this area where I finally can get like a breath. Like it's literally, you can't breathe. Like you have to just get through, and then you get to a spot, you're like, okay, this is opened enough. Take some breaths, stay there, figure out your next route.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm standing there, and all of a sudden this guy, like from nowhere, jumps on me like this bear hug and just is like, blap, and he's bear hugging me, and he's sopping wet. Like, he's no shirt, he's got long soppy wet hair, he's soppy wet, and I'm fucking disgusted. Like, the sweat is disgusting anyways, but like, I like get this guy off me. I'm like, what the fuck, why did you just do that? Why did you hug me? And he's like, oh, I did. And he's fucked up. You could tell he's trashed. And he's like trying to like do this, and I'm like trying to get away. Now finally I get away, and I get all the way to Duddy's side of the stage, and it was so much nicer over there.
To the audio professionals, we'll speak into the microphone right above my testicles. Not your haggard, she's running hot and under vegetables. Runs like everybody, man, they kinda like bisexuals. Fuck with the moms and the mummies and the blah 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 blah. Listen, know you love the dirty head, you always be blaming them. Lock them in your pussies like a veterinarian. Whining like a baby, man, you need a cesarean. Dirty J's, Rick the boy, you better take care.
Don't be that sweaty guy.
I'm positive, and I have to listen to every single video clip I have. I am positive I have the audio of this encounter. I heard it because I was standing in front of that sweaty, nasty fucking guy. The same guy.
And that's why I had to have missed her, because I was this way yelling at this guy, wasn't even realizing that Jessie and Allison were on this side of me.
And I was hardcore ignoring anybody yelling at that guy, because I had already physically hit this man and told him, back the fuck up, quit touching me. Because he was so sweaty and pressing his body on me.
I was so gross.
And putting his hands on my shoulders. And it wasn't fountain. No, at this point, we had all been standing here through all of Sublime.
It wasn't water from the fountain.
Between sets and now Dirty Heads. This man was gross, drunk, and fucking sweaty. And it got my clothes wet. He wet my clothing with his sweaty body to the point where you could see it.
Ew, yeah.
And I was ready to rage, and I fucking elbowed him, and I said, get the fuck off me. Don't touch me. And he, sorry. And he moved over a little.
Yeah. It's so gross.
To her.
It was disgusting. It was so nasty. Please don't be that guy. That's
don't
so gross.
Ever be that guy.
And if you're that guy, I don't want to be your friend. So
and
if that was you, like,
fuck you.
Unfriend me.
So then, this other person who I assume was with the sweaty, no shirt, naked man, who we had encountered previously in the day, who scanned my shirt and was clearly wasty pants by that point in the sunshine.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the same guy. Allison pointed it out later. But this fucking guy, he had his backpack on. I have no idea what was in it. Couldn't tell ya, but like a drinking one.
Designer drugs?
Maybe. And he had cups, and he was fucking splashing all over us. And leaning on my shoulders and fucking hugging me and talking to me and trying to look on my phone and read it. And
listen, I don't like my friends to do that to me.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of friend that wants to...
We're not fucking doing that right now.
Walk around. It was fucking 100 degrees out at the beach. It was gross. I was like grossed out by my own sweat.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, grossed out by everybody else's
And so
sweat.
he's spilling on us, and I don't drink, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like irritated already. I'm like, dude, I don't want to smell like your booze.
Yeah.
Quit. I'm like pushing him off. You need to stop. You need to leave me alone. Please stop. I'm trying to watch. He was yelling through all of my videos.
Oh yeah, you can hear him. I love this.
He's so good. Daddy. Oh my god. And then you can hear other people saying, please stop it. And you know that it's only they're talking to them.
So good. Staring at these red lights, trying to keep my head back.
No, I'm coming over here.
Devil needs a fireplace. Running through the line we come. Beat on, follow if you walk, you run. Hands up!
So this man got to the point where he was like pushing and grinding against me. And I'm with Donna and she's standing up and he's shoving me into her wheelchair, and it's like, there's literally nowhere I can go. The handle of it's jabbing me. I'm trying not to let it hit the back of her because it'll fucking scoop her ass up.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, knock her down or something. Like, people could actually get hurt right now.
Right.
And this guy's fucking laying on top of me, his arms over me, touching my head. Like, he was like banging his arms, smacking me on the top of my head every time. I didn't know you did. I tried really hard not to.
I don't know, but you'll have it on video if you did.
Well, you know,
You could
feel
hit
it.
my head. No, nah.
But still, I was like, ew, like, could you just not do that? Could you use your other arm? Could you leave me alone? Fucking stop touching me, like. And I'm like creeping closer and closer to Allison, and she's like, "What? What do you need?" I'm like, "No, I'm just coming here."
Save me.
And so finally, like, I don't remember exactly what it was because I'm talking about him getting all heated about it again. He did it again. He hit my head, fucking, and he was on me, and I just wham, fucking started hitting him, and I said, "Get the fuck off of me!" And he's like, what, I'm sorry. And then Allison notices, like, the seething rage coming out of me. And I can't even enjoy the show. Like, he's literally touching me to where I'm like, oh, my God, stop. Like, fuck, what are you doing? And in between it, I'm just, like, holding as still as I can so that he doesn't be near me at all.
It's so crazy, like, what people, like, especially, like, okay.
We're 2 people back from the stage.
And
fucking just look.
And the thing is though, it's like, you're going to a show where you know there's a shit ton of people gonna be. Watch what you're drinking. Fuck. Like, the rest of us are there to enjoy the show. We're not there to be hit by you. I was actually right there where they dragged this guy out because he was like so fucked up right there. And I think even Duddy and them talked about that same guy. They dragged him out because he was just so trashed. He was falling into people. He was trying to fight people.
You were right by Beth.
Yeah, I don't even know. So I wasn't.
I
wasn't wearing my glasses. I was really just paying attention to the stage once I got there.
So Allison noticed my rage, and so she started putting her hand behind me. And anytime they got close, she would like shove them away.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
And so then another man who was behind us noticed and was like, "Oh, I got your guys' back." And then after that, they did not touch me again.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, fuck, it was like half of the show, thanks.
Right.
Fuck. Thank you, sir. Ugh. Like, the fact that I had to have strangers step in and, like, have other people help, like, you fucking nasty piece of shit. Sorry. That motherfucker chipped my tooth.
Don't be like that. Yeah, don't be that guy.
Chipped my tooth. Like, I'm holding my phone, I'm, like, trying to, like, avoid him. fucking rams my head down. Oh my god, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I was so mad at this man. You suck, sir.
Yeah, unfriend me too. But wait, I do want to give a shout out to my friend Holly, who was at the show with us, her and her husband Ted, because I
all dragging her through all this.
really wanted to go to the front of the stage. And my husband really didn't want to go to the front of the stage at all. He's like, no. He's like, I'm a guy. There's no way I'm going to be able to get up there. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we have a spot. Anyways, my husband's like, nah. So I'm like, I'm like inside. I'm like, I have to go up front. Like, I need to be up
We're
there.
here.
I have to be up there. And so, finally, I asked my friend Holly. I was like, hey, you want to go to the front of the stage with me? And it took her a second. Like, I really thought she was gonna say no, but then she was like, yes, I do. And then we like asked a second time, like the husbands, you know, do you guys want to go? They didn't want to go, so like we just took off, man. And it was like, it was rough. It was so rough. Like, I'm glad the husbands didn't go, because you know, they're both big guys. They're not like little guys, and they're just freaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have told them to act like my security guards or something.
Yeah, that would have been convenient.
I mean, because
I kept texting my ex David. I'm like, please find me.
Yeah,
please,
he
I can't
tried.
find Melissa, please.
He tried.
And
He
he
came
was like-
exhausted back to the blanket too. Like, he dropped the bag. Like,
Couldn't
ugh,
do it.
I can't do that. Like,
He's-
no.
Everybody talking like it's so. Let me break it down now. College my hypothesis is bees just a heavy. Maybe that's why I be dropping in. My family just keeps growing. My show's like a metropolis and girls get so horny. They charging me rhinoceros. Gentlemen, come and take up all your medicine. Set it, and feeling better in your element. I'm about to lose it, yeah. Y'all just trying to put your body's treasures out my fishing hole. Yeah, I'm about to lose it, man. I seen it before. About to hit the limit, watch the lid explode. Cause now I'm going. The bodies just got a boner. Cause I've been all around and know the rain, nothing for me. I'm knocking over tables on my lover supermoons. I'm on a hunt for something nice to give me high as the moon. You know I ain't got time for a decline. And I'm fine with the fact that I ain't fine.
It was really intense, and so I hear festival, and my head goes to One Love. Because
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with One Love.
Yeah, but One Love was nothing like that.
One Love, I think
And
One
I
Love is all
swear-
ages.
I swear, I hope One Love never gets like the San Diego Bayfest.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm old.
Me too.
And,
Me too.
And I think San Diego Bayfest is a little bit younger crowd. We got a couch.
Yes, it's nice. Do you want to smell me before we start?
Yeah.
Should we pause it or leave it?
So I look okay.
And it's your dirty sister shirt, so you have to make it look good.
I do. Here. Just kidding.
Don't kiss
Birds
that. That hurts.
I think the problem is I. I'm sure she'll use it too. Right?
Yep. You're welcome.
Cool.
We're setting up. So.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're setting up in our review. That's what we were talking about with stoner
stoner
boners.
boners.
It took me this whole time to remember.
Oh, you're really, really trying. So, because on the Feeling Good with Duddy,
Wow.
they say, Jessie asked a question. No, what happened? What is happening?
I sent $10 and
Oh, that's right. Okay,
$1
so I
said-
forgot you did the stoner boner.
yeah, one says stoner and one said boner because it's funny.
One side, yeah. So I posted a picture
of my stoner
of
boner.
Jessie with the stoner boner.
I think it made it look really big too.
Jessie and I went couch shopping yesterday. We didn't buy a couch. We ended up finding one here in the castle
Yes.
that we could use, and so we didn't have to go buy a couch, and that made everything even more magical.
Castles are really cool.
It just was here. We were like, we need a couch, and then it was like, there's a couch. So this castle is magical. It has a lot of different places for us to go, and it also has mysterious objects. Well, not mysterious because it's a couch, but it has objects mysteriously up here.
Yes. You need them.
We're gonna start thinking big here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. This is a nice thing to talk about. I feel weird talking about this holding a bong.
That's not a bong, it's a boner.
This is not. I feel even weirder holding a boner.
Right.
Oh fuck. Oh my god, I put my mouth on it.
Never mind. This is a blooper.
You're welcome.
Here you go.
You got good stoner boner jokes.
Sometimes they just flow, dude. We're leaving. Oh my god. We're leaving because, you know, we met up with Amy and Christopher
Yes.
on Sunday, and we had breakfast. So it was me and my husband, Tamir, Allison Lynch, and it was Amy Beckstrom and Christopher Martin, and we all had breakfast. And then we met up with Stephanie Zavala and her buddy, and God, my mind is so
Benji.
blank. What is it?
Benji.
Yes, okay, Benji. And so they met up with us, and we all went and we walked over on the San Diego Pier, and we all walked down it. So on the way back, though, there was a husband and a wife, and they were fishing, but they didn't have like a cooler or anything. They just had big plastic bags, like the Target bags.
Yes.
You know, the plastic Target bags. And as we're walking, we see the guy catch a fish, and he takes it off, and the wife opens the bag, and the guy puts the fish in the bag. Okay? There's no ice, nothing. And I'm walking by, and I happen to look down, and there's another bag, and it's full. Like, it's full, and it's tied. Okay? And
fish?
so that's what I'm thinking, because that's what they were doing with the fish they just caught. They had just put it into an empty bag that was now getting fish. And I go, I'm just picturing those fish, like, and then I get really close to all of them, and I'm like this. We were so stoned. Christopher is like, my friend's on the weed.
Part of my friend, she's on the weed.
Part of my friend, she's on the weed.
It has been so long since we had a food ripping in our episode. I just watched you rip a whole bunch of bars all crazy. What are you doing?
There.
So we're gonna talk about hats.
Many hats.
All the hats.
All the hats. So,
Hats and hats.
Jessie, I guess it would be like, okay, the many hats of Melissa. No.
Yes.
So,
The many hats of Melissa at Bayfest.
yeah. Jessie brought it to my attention that I wore many hats at Bayfest. and then I thought about it, and then I
So
completely understood what she was saying. Because
it's a metaphor that I like, where, so every hat is a symbol, every hat means something. When you wear it, it's a statement about something that you like, or something that you do, or your job, or your position, etc., etc., etc.
right.
There are metaphorical hats that are attitudes or roles
Yeah.
roles that you play in your life. I like to call each one a hat. So you start out, you're a child, you're somebody's kid. That's your first hat. You are a sibling, that's another hat.
Yeah.
So I was
You're
a
a
sister.
grandchild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are your hats.
Right.
As you get older, like every day in your life requires different hats. And so Melissa, we go to Bayfest, and I already knew beforehand. I'm like, oh, she's all over the place. Not like mentally, but just like she's gonna be all over the place. I already was just like, oh dang, okay.
Well, yeah.
Because first, it's different than Red Rocks. Red Rocks, we went into Red Rocks the same. Like, we went into Red Rocks alone, ready to meet these people from the bunker, and that was our group.
Yeah.
One hat. Bunker hat. Right? Dirty Sisters hat, bunker hat.
Yeah.
Internet friends hat.
Yeah. But just, it was more of like me, like going into it, not like.
Just Melissa.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just your own self. You get to choose
What I go, where I go. Everything I'm choosing for myself.
There's no agreements. Or
And it's fine because that's what happens. But when she pointed it out, it was like, it's true, because watch, if you start naming all these hats,
there's a lot of hats.
we'll start now. So there was just me, and then there was the wife hat. I had Allison come here, and I hosted her over the weekend hat.
Yes. And that's a big one. That's like, you feel obligated
Oh
to
yeah,
show
make
people
sure
a
that
good
she had a
time
good time.
Make people
Yeah.
feel comfortable. She was cool.
She was way cool. She was
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm like, I'm going with Jessie. So
Or she'll be like,
it
no, I'll
wasn't,
stay here,
it
it's
wasn't
fine.
like I felt any need to take care of Allison. Like, she's like one of those chicks that she just like, she's there and she takes care of herself, and she's there and she's ready to do
It's a good
whatever,
time.
and she's just super cool.
But Melissa, she mints on the pillow, super host. So that's a hat. That hat should even be bigger. Okay, so then
There's Dirty Sisters. There's
the bunker,
the bunker.
Nameless,
Nameless.
because we are always working on that.
Ah, see?
Look,
That's
too
me
many
falling
already.
apart. And then our friends were there with us too. My friend Holly went with us. They don't know anything about all the shenanigans.
Okay, so we're stopping at this hat because, first of all, wife and shenanigans hat don't often mix. So we went to Red Rocks as like,
Look at me,
This
it's falling
team.
apart.
Demir's cool, so we go to Bayfest, so she has me, that I'm a hat, she has Demir, he's a hat, and that's like the real life hat. She's got her Melissa hat, and she's got her wife hat, and then she has her host hat, so Allison is there, and then she has more friends come, and they're there. And then as we're sitting at this table, that we already talked about having our table,
Right.
people keep coming.
All day. It was awesome. There were so many people, like from the bunker and from Dirty Sisters and
A different
everything
hat.
that were just like, yeah.
It was cool as fuck.
I mean, you had a lot of hats too.
I did.
You had just as many hats as I did.
But I'm an asshole. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go walk around by myself.
Yeah, so I don't even know all
Goodbye.
the hats she had, but she had them.
And so.
And she kept just like throwing them like,
Eh,
no, I don't need those.
eh. I'll be back.
And then it was Jessie.
Yeah, and so
getting elbowed and hit it.
I was about to fight some men.
Socked and everything.
But so Melissa had so many hats, but she's such a people pleaser that she's like had to make sure that everybody was equal. All the hats were equal, and I'm like, that's okay, you can do that, but like I don't need an equal hat. I'm like, I will.
She was more of like a visor.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. So I was like, I'll be there if you want.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
tell me what you need. Cool, because it was a festival. I wanted to walk around. I wanted to see all these people and like give hugs. And
I didn't even see it that way as a, like different hats. But when she like said it, I was like, it's so true. Everybody has different hats like all the time, like throughout their life. Everybody does. It's like when you're with your friends, that's a different hat than when you're at your place of employment.
Yes.
Or when you're at the grocery store, it's different than when you're at a party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every hat is different.
Or yeah. So it's definitely people change to fit their surroundings.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Appropriately.
Yes. And those that don't find themselves on like those Duddy's pages at
But so it was a lot of different hats. So I considered those things for other people.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, cool, I'm out. Like, not in a peace out, you're going to be stressed way, but in a, oh, you don't have to wear my hat.
Right. Yeah.
I got this, too.
Right.
We're here together, like, don't leave without me, Find me. Fuck.
Speaking of leaving.
Oh, dang. This was one of my, besides, like, obviously the Dirty Heads playing, which is my favorite thing in the whole wide world, I was literally willing to fight men so that I could stand as close as I could just to watch them.
So, right?
This is
I don't mean to boast or anything, but okay. So the whole night, the table that we were at was like right by the VIP entrance and exit. And we were there all night, but all night we had this. And throughout the day and night, we would come back. People in our group would take turns saving the spot, making sure watching all the stuff, and we would go and so all day, all day people were coming up, meeting us. They were like, "Oh, Jessie, Melissa," or whatever.
Yeah, because we all know each other's faces. We all said we were going to be here, and like
and so we had people coming up all day. So it's the end of the night, and the security is instructing people to go
all the way through,
all the way to the left, all the way out. And we've got what?
5
of us together. And
I got my pineapple.
And I'm in front, and we go and walk, and the security guard kind of like does his light, like, you guys got to go that way. And I'm like, no, we're famous. And he like shined his light and then shined his light over here, and he's like, all right, go. Everybody was like, we are. Like, I heard, like, I don't know who else said it, but I heard you guys like be like, we are.
Like, yeah.
Like, yeah, we are. And so it was very awesome.
It was literally like this, like, we were going to go out the way we came in, and he was like, no, you have to go all the way through. And she said, you have to go all the way through. Very officially. I made it seem flippant. But you have to go all the way around. You have to go all the way through. She was, but we're famous. And they had seen us sitting there all day with all these different people approaching us, yelling our names, and he just goes, okay. And shines light. And
I'm pretty sure he was like, this bitch is drunk and stupid, probably. But I wasn't drunk, and I'm not stupid, obviously, because we got to go.
Well, you didn't appear drunk at all.
Yeah.
She was just very confident, was like, excuse me?
I'm not going
yes,
that way.
Yes, we fucking can. And then I was pineapple. I was the last one to go through. I just skipped along. I was like, cool.
And that's like kind of the way you have to be, though. Like,
and it was like straight to the sidewalk. It was fucking cool as shit. There was nobody because it wasn't really an exit. So thank you.
You're welcome.
But people were actually like yelling, Jessie, Melissa.
Oh my god.
As we were going, and so it was
Christian, as we were walking out, Christian Moore was he saw us and he's like,
From far.
yeah, is that Jessie? And then he's like, and Melissa.
Ayo.
Yes. And then we got pictures with him, and then he posted them, and that was super cool.
So
Because,
that helped.
Because I mean, I know we're not super famous,
I'm
but
not famous.
but we, like, people know who we are, and it's cool, and it's nice sometimes, you know, to be like,
It was cool.
especially like the last one as we were leaving. That was super cool because I'm gonna tell you what, my husband was super stoked to be with us.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
It's cool to make
yeah,
other people
and
feel cool.
my
Like, I'm
husband
like,
realized this is the first time that he went and really hung out with us, like got to see like what everybody's about, and he loved all the people in the groups that he met, like the Dirty Sisters. He met
Romies.
Bunkers. He met
Romies.
Romies. He met Wiley's, and he had such a great time. And he's like, dude, like, because this is a fairly new community for us now. We've listened to Dirty Heads for years and years, and we've been in like the genre of music, you know. We love Sublime with Rome, we love like all of this. It's just the music we love too, but we never were into the social medias and all of the
togetherness
groups and the people that are out there that are meeting and knowing each other. Like, I think now that I know that exists, it's a completely different feeling at these shows, because now people are looking for you. You know, you're looking for other people, or you're at least like, you know,
it's fun
keeping your eyes open and stuff, and it's like really
knowing
interesting.
that last year I was at the Sublime with Rome drive-in show. She was at that drive-in show.
Yeah.
In Rubidoux. Did I say
Yeah.
Rubidoux?
Yeah, in Rubidoux.
And Jennifer, I only know her old last name. She has a new last name, but Romies represent.
Yeah.
We were all at that show separately.
Yeah.
And so now at shows, we get to go
Together.
meet up and say hello and like
Yeah.
and have those moments, and it's really cool and special and fun. And yeah, that part of Bayfest was my favorite part.
Right.
That and the Dirty Heads and all the people and that leaving. Not leaving in
Not
a rude
leaving
way.
because we were mad, like
Yeah.
we needed to
Leaving
get
in,
out,
like,
but like
the way,
ending,
the
ending was
exit.
great. Yeah.
The exit.
The exit.
Not leaving, the exit.
Yeah.
Because I always get really sad. I'm like, wait, can you guys play 12 more songs?
Yeah, just encore like 6 times.
Because you guys did all the acoustics, so we know that you know how.
Right.
All of them. So play more.
Come back out for a second.
You can
show,
take
like,
10.
wait.
We'll wait. One, it was weird because there were so many people, and
So many people.
fuck, that was a lot of people.
Ugh. Oh, and I'm also, like you were saying earlier, when we weren't on camera, but we were talking about the pools, the water fountains that they had there.
Oh, yeah.
We were really sad that we didn't go into them, but now we're really happy that we didn't go into them, since we heard Duddy's story, and then we kind of put 2 and 2 together
With the puke.
with the puke and everything, and the people, that we're kind of happy we didn't go get in there, because all the people that got in there probably got puke on them.
Yeah. Because she was mentioning, like, oh my gosh, it looks so fun out here. And we were in VIP.
Because the VIP, nobody was in the water. People were
Like-
just like sitting there, maybe with their feet in.
Yeah, like enjoying the part where it was splashing coming out of the fountains.
Yeah.
But on
On
the
the-
other side, they were getting down.
Oh yeah, there was like beach party, like volleyball,
Swimming.
like people running in the water. I mean, like tons of people. So yeah, I made sure to get a video of it. That's the VIP side, and that's the GA side. Guess GA has way more fun. Boring. Fun. Boring. Fun. But now I'm really happy that VIP was boring and that I didn't go over to the other side and get in.
Yeah, like hindsight, we were like, oh. Right
well,
choice,
Everything
then.
happens for a reason, right?
Because for sure there was puke in there.
Ew. That's all I
There's
could think.
always puke.
Everywhere. Well, especially at...
Oh my gosh! I almost forgot to share this. Speaking of gross bodily functions.
Oh, that's what you're
Okay,
talking about. Because
yes.
we were like, ew, it stinks. Where we were walking through, it stunk.
The whole, like, walking through the whole,
Downtown area
Yeah,
kind
all
of had
of it.
that urine
her and Allison both were saying, like,
smell.
it smells like pee.
I have like that, like I can smell smells like it's.
It smelled like just bathroom. And the bathrooms smelled, it just smelled
Yeah. Oh,
icky.
the bathroom.
They both gagged so much that I wanted to throw up, and I was like, you guys better fucking stop. I have to pee.
Imagine taking
Please
the
don't
shit
ruin
in a
it.
plastic bag and then
Uh-huh.
putting it over your head. That's
Just
how
let me
bad
pee.
it smells. It's so freaking gross.
She's like gasping. It was terrible. It smelled bad. Anyway, so we were all just walking, and we got to Bayfest, and it was cool and amazing, and we got to see all these people play, and it was fucking badass and amazing.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
We loved it. Sublime was cool, and Dirty Heads was cool. And then, and so then we take pizza back and giant cookies, which was also
she
cool.
saved our life again with food because I needed food. We got back to our hotel, and the hotel, like, sorry, it's after 10, the kitchen's closed. So there was no place to go walk. They're like, oh, maybe if you walk down to Little Italy. But, like, we literally, there
You
was
just
nowhere.
walked all of
Yeah, we
Bayfest.
just walked. And we didn't, our place wasn't right there. So we walked a few blocks back to our room. But, yeah, so you brought us, she saved us.
We showed up, we brought
Yes.
food, and we all hung out and ate. Everybody was cool, and I'm like, sweet, I'm going home, I'm getting the fuck out of here, peace out. And we get in the car to leave, and as we're driving away, I look up out the window, and it's like, we're in the parking lot we were supposed
Yeah.
to be in. It's not like a big one or anything, it's just an open parking lot. And we pull onto the street, and there's like where they're saying is right here, and like this is the next block across.
Yeah.
And there's someone butt ass naked just standing there, bent over, shitting all over.
When you gotta go, right?
And I just went, that person is shitting.
Like, oh, that's why.
Oh. I did not take a photo.
Thank goodness.
Because I would have sent it to her.
Yeah. I would have been like, because sometimes she sends me shit. I'm
Quit
like,
sending
why
me
did you
gross
send me that?
things. I'm like, oh, sorry, you didn't want to
Oh,
see.
you didn't want to see that at 7 in the morning?
My bad. So yeah, there was shit. And that's why it smells bad down there, is because at nighttime people shit on the sidewalks. And then in the morning, I guess they just hose it
They just
somewhere.
go clean off their, like, fronts. Like, okay,
And then it
everybody comes out.
just smells like shit.
Yeah.
But if you walk past all that, you can eat some food. And then you can go to a concert.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. Bayfest was cool.
So go to all the Dirty Hit concerts that you can go to.
Yes.
We're not going to go to any for a while.
Yeah, because they're going to be far away.
They're going far.
So
So
have
we're just
fun.
going to live through you guys now.
Yeah.
Because we got the first 3 shows.
I got 2.
I got the first 3 shows.
Yeah.
She got 2.
I'm fine.
And now we're going to want to see every show that you guys get to go to. Because now we're going to have, what is it?
FOMO.
FOMO. Fear of missing out. Thank you, Jackie, for teaching me what FOMO means.
Acronyms are hard.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have that same thing too. Because I was actually supposed to go out to Virginia this weekend. The trip to Denver.
Wait. Rewind to when we said, we're old. This is hard.
Yes. So the trip to Denver was a lot on me. I just felt like maybe I needed a break and stay home.
It also
but
was like
I have more
fun.
shows planned, so I'm really excited. I've got
But Denver was fun in a way that,
right
was,
now 5 more shows planned.
but it was fun in a way where you want to take your family.
Yeah.
Where, like you said, you were uncomfortable, but it's like if you were to do more, it would make you uncomfortable, because Denver was cool. Like, that's somewhere I would take my family. And I know you said the same, where you were like, oh, dang, this is cool.
So I'm really sad that Demir missed out on going to Red Rocks, because it was a cool experience. And, like, when I was there, I was thinking like, damn, this would be really cool experience.
Like that would
I
have
would
been
have loved
one.
to have him there with me, and
Bayfest was not the kind.
I would have, yeah. So I mean, not that I didn't have a great time with him at Bayfest, but like
the vibe.
But the vibe was different, and I would have if I would have been able to trade it, I would have taken him to Denver, man. Denver, or I would have taken him to both of them. But
yeah.
Or
But-
he took me actually. So.
But so like the point of the Virginia thing is like to go to the next one and like have it. What if it's that awesome as well? Where you're like, dang, another one. Like so then I see where you're coming from. Where it's
Yeah.
like, one, you're exhausted. Two, like financially dang. Ouch.
Well, yeah, financially dang. It was definitely a trip. It was like a
worth
trip.
it.
But it was definitely worth it.
But damn.
Yeah. Christy is super sweet, and she got me a ticket to go, and I felt really bad that I had to tell her I couldn't go.
Yeah.
But it's just for my own mentality. Like, there's just no way I could do another trip right now. Like, I need at least another. Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need at least another, month or so before I take these trips again.
So post videos.
Yeah. So, or send us videos, and we could send your guys' video or put your videos into our Nameless podcast if you guys want us to.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. If you guys are in Dirty Sisters group, I'm gonna have a really, really awesome giveaway for Dirty Sisters pretty soon. So, just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, we are too.
Exactly.
We
See?
are too.
Speaking of giveaways.
Oh, I see what you did there. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, we are too, and I can't tell you what it is, but it might be 2 or 1, but it's gonna be very good. Yes, we have a giveaway. She has a giveaway. And
We
how
want
exciting.
to start doing giveaways. We're working on some stickers.
It's very fun stuff. We were able to give away.
Yeah, we did
Bayfest
a giveaway.
tickets.
We did a giveaway for Bayfest
Did you
tickets,
tell Mama?
and that was super awesome. The winner was very, very grateful, and
that was
it was
cool.
really cool to be able to give that to somebody. And we like to do that. We like to, make people happy and make people feel good too.
Good
And
vibes.
good vibes only.
Except for when I was elbowing people. Sorry.
Well, I mean, when they're not
Oh,
giving
wait.
you good vibes, though, then that's like,
This is the saying, do no harm but take no shit.
right.
That's what that is.
Yeah, so with that being said, do no harm, but take no shit.